You may be feeling a sense of tenacity in yourself, like you've dropped something that wasn't serving you, and now you're feeling the resilience in your own heart around processing that and how you're actually doing it. You're actually doing it. So this is another Kundalini Alchemy update, and we're now in the heart chakra, Anahata chakra. So if you're not familiar, we go from the root to the crown chakra from solstice to solstice. And having come out of the Manipura chakra, the place of fire where crucifixion happens, or calcination, the place where we take this thing, this desire, this attachment, this perception, this pattern, this density. I brought a stone, this density, this stone that is not serving us, the lead, right? And we put it through the fire of purification. We drop it in some way, right? When we do that, here I am holding the attachment. This is the attachment we've all dropped, right? As you drop an attachment, the hand is open now. And this is just air. There's nothing there, right? So we have all these attachments in our being that we hold onto for a sense of security, right? That the ego has developed subconsciously as we've grown up as a way to survive. So we can't even, it's quite brilliant the way the ego does that. But as we become adults and we realize that we're actually safe and we can make our own choices, we become conscious of these attachments that we're doing out of programming. So when you release one and the hand is open, that's now air, right? And the heart chakra is actually ruled by the element of air. So the fire of the Manipura has burnt the thing, and now there's this air in the heart, this space in the heart, because there's no longer this density in the heart. We've dropped the thing that is keeping our heart heavy. We've burnt it. So now all this air is moving in the heart space, emptiness. And I know this in my own life, like when I drop an attachment or desire or something that's based on a construct that isn't the truth, which is that I'm Christ, I'm Atman, I'm Buddha, and so are you, right? And all those teachings around Christ, Atman, Buddha are teachings of emptiness. Empty the self. And as we empty ourselves of something, that emptiness can at first feel quite frightening. It's quite terrifying when we've held on to some kind of construction for security for so long. When we drop it, it's all the stuff moves through, right? Imagine this is blocking a river and you remove the stone and now all the water flows through. So when we drop an attachment, all these emotions and feelings and processes move into the heart for us to feel, because there's all this space now, so the energy is moving, right? But we're coming to a place, maybe you're still processing emotions and feelings in the heart, but we're coming to a place where the heart is stabilizing, right? It's stabilizing this new choice you're making for yourself, this new thing that you are currently moving into. And Anahata means unbeaten or unstruck. How beautiful is that? The unbeaten heart. That the heart can feel all of this, feel all the terror and fear and pain and confusion about dropping something or shifting something. And then it stabilizes into its unbeaten, unstruck form, which is the heart, right? So I'm interested to know if you're feeling that. And another thing I wanted to say about dropping the attachment, right? Coming into the spaciousness and processing that until it feels, it's scary at first, the emptiness, and then when you process it and it comes into its unstruckness, that's the place of the juice or the nectar or the sweetness. And two people in my fellowship mentioned this. One person calls it, because he works in shamanic cultures, the hollow bone, right? The point of life is to become the hollow bone. And another person spoke about Rumi's writing about the hollow reed so that the divine can play through it, right? Emptying ourselves to become the hollow bone or the hollow reed so that the channel is clear, so that the pure essence of who we are and divinity can move through us, not constricted by all these stones blocking the vessel, right? So the channel, the air, the flow of spirit can't move because it's bumping into this attachment, that desire, that obscure perception, that wound, it's bumping into all these things. So as we drop these things, air moves into the vessel, more space moves into the vessel, and more clarity so that the divine can play through us, right? The divine can play its music through us. Yeah, so That's currently where we are at the moment in the alchemical Kundalini path. It's also kind of, we're moving out of calcination or crucifixion, manipura, into dissolution. So as we come into heart chakra, it's that dissolution stage in alchemy where the ash of what you've burnt up is now put into water and it's dissolved into the water. So it's this kind of image of the ego dissolution, right? Dropping the stone, dissolving the ego, letting go of the construction, the identity, the desire, the attachment, and dissolving yourself in the eternal truth, feeling comfortable with the air, the space of not holding on to that thing anymore and not filling it with something else. You drop a stone doesn't mean you go pick up another stone, right? Just holding, processing, letting all the waters and air and feelings move through the heart and being there with it until it stabilizes. And then there is the nectar that the mystics talk about. That is the sweetness that they speak of, right? It's in the emptiness. And until that stabilizes, gosh, that emptiness is beautiful. It's so sweet. Yeah. So I'm just wondering if you're feeling that in your own life. Are you moving through something? It's still being moved, but I feel like we're coming into the heart is stabilizing, and it's also echoing a bit up into the throat. Maybe there's been more communication on behalf of the heart happening as well, as part of this dissolution process, becoming unbeaten. Yeah, I would love to hear what you're moving through, what you've shifted, what you've let go of, and how it's been, how the empty hand has been feeling for you, right? That without that attachment, how's it been? Are you feeling like you're coming into a stable place with that? Okay, sending love.